And they add a bit of color as well on the board, which is lovely.
Blinis.
Some blinis.
Traditional Russian starter, but they're really popular in places like the UK.
So this seems quite easy to me. I'm excited. We have another great festive treat for you today. Mia is going to prepare us some blinis. Mia is leading our food team here at Hello Chef and an expert at the festive season. Mia, so what's the first thing about blinis?
Blinis, I think they're a traditional Russian starter. Traditionally they're made with yeast, which means they take quite a long time to prepare, but they're really popular in places like the UK around Christmas, and therefore there are quite a lot of easy ways of preparing them. We're going to make a really easy one.
Awesome.
If we're just thinking about the blini itself, we only need 3 ingredients. Self-raising flour. So I've approximately got 1 cup here, and I'll start by putting that into a large mixing bowl. Second off, I'm going to crack this egg into the middle. I'm just going to make a little groove. Next off, I'm going to slowly whisk the milk in. It's approximately equal quantities flour and milk, and I'm going to do that gradually. I want it to be quite a loose batter, but I don't want it to be too loose.
So it will rise a little bit on the pan.
Exactly. So the egg and the raising agent in the self-raising flour are going to help this puff up.
And that's what blinis are known for, right? They're a little bit thick.
Absolutely, yeah.
Or like puffy.
In the UK, we'll have these on Christmas Day. We'll have them on New Year's Day. That's when they're really
So I can see you've got some salmon here. Is that what you're going to top it up with?
Exactly, yeah. So you can top them up with whatever you like. So I'm just looking at this consistency here. I've not finished all my milk, but I quite like that. I don't really want it to be any runnier than this. Blinis are really small. They're like, sorry to use a British reference, a £2 coin. That's the size we're looking for. So you can either use a tablespoon and drop them in, which I think is quite difficult and won't help you with the shape. Alternatively, you can use something like this, quick squeezy bottle.
Yeah.
Or, if you dare, you can use a piping bag, which is really fun if you know how to control it, but if you don't
messy.
Messy. It can get really messy, so we're not going to do that today. I have transferred all the batter into here. Okay. Next step is to get the batter into here, into small quantities. My tip is use a non-stick pan. Okay. A wide non-stick pan. The more non-stick it is, the easier the whole process will be. Have a spatula to hand or a fish slice or a palette knife, and you're ready to go. The pan needs to be medium hot. You know, the first couple will frequently not work. Don't worry. You can just keep going until you've kind of got the heat you're looking for. So you want the blini to hit the pan, and you want to be able to see little bubbles immediately come up, meaning that it's cooking.
And I can see all of them are bubbling up on the side.
I'm really happy with that. Yeah, so that's perfect. That's exactly how I want it to be. These are also a really nice thing to add to a canape evening. Easy to prepare in advance.
So this seems quite easy to me. I'm excited. So salmon,
let's prepare the
sour
salmon.
Cream and dill, and you said also could be nice with some beetroot.
Feta, caviar obviously would be lovely. Some salmon roe, so salmon roe with the salmon, that would probably be my favourite combination. I actually prefer salmon roe to traditional caviar, which is lucky. The trick to blinis is understanding that they don't have to be super tasty, it's the toppings. So you just think about these as like a vehicle for whatever flavours you want to add later. Now the blinis are prepped, I'm going to look after the toppings.
This is called smoked salmon, yeah?
Correct, yeah. You could use smoked salmon, you could use smoked trout. Okay, so I'm going to start with the crème fraîche, and you can follow me if you like.
Okay.
We finished our blinis, just about. Only a couple of finishing touches, mostly relating to seasoning. I'm just going to slice this lemon into some wedges. Cut them in the poshest way I can think of. You want to take out this bit, which is where the seeds reside. You want to trim each end, which is where a lot of membrane is, which isn't beautiful. And there we go. That bit's done.
Nice.
And then the very final touch.
And they add a bit of color as well on the board, which is lovely.
Salt and pepper, and we're good to go.
I can't wait to taste.
And the higher you season from, the more surface area you're going to cover. Great, there we go.
Wonderful, let's do it.
All right. That'll do.
Perfect. Thank you.
You're welcome.
These are our festive blinis.